Well, hi, it's Janie Morris again from Transforming Now Together. I hope you're having a fabulous day or night, wherever you're watching me from at the moment. Uh, I wanted to jump on today and have a little conversation with you in regards to the importance of the people that we surround ourselves with. And the reason that I've wanted to do this is that in recent weeks and months, and in particular over the last year, there's been so many different things going on a global scale. However, equally as important in our own worlds. And I know for me, there's been a lot of changes, a lot of transitions, a lot of adapting, a lot of things that have been going on personally, emotionally, physically, business-wise, and so on and so forth. And I'm not alone. I know that everybody is going through a lot. And it seems like, and correct me if I'm wrong, and I'd love to hear what you've got to think about this as well, what's going on in your world. It seems like things are happening faster. It seems like changes are just like going, wow, wow, wow. And there's a lot of overwhelm and a lot of confusion on a lot of levels as well. And that can easily happen when there is a lot of different things happening in our lives or in our environment. And that's why the importance of surrounding yourself with really, really cool people that are genuine, people that are honest, people that have got your back, people that inspire you, motivate you, support you, cheer you on. Surrounding yourself with those types of people can't help but rub off on you. If you are surrounding yourself with people that are unhappy with their own lives, that might have a lot of anger or distrust, or they mightn't be happy because, their finances are out of whack, or, they feel like they're running out of time as far as age is concerned, or they feel like they're just overwhelmed because they're not getting what they want, getting what we want, in life. And so there's negativity, there's blocks and barriers that can come out of them. And quite often, if you surround yourself, or if you have those people in your personal circle, in your sphere of influence, it can often just rub off on you. And that's not where you want to be, not at any stage of life. It doesn't matter what age you are. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. It doesn't matter what you're doing or who you're with. The last thing that you want is to have people around you that don't support you, that are negative, that have got so many issues in their own lives. All they ever talk about is those sort of issues, those things that are going on, or they only talk about themselves. And one of the really good tests of if there's people in your life that are doing that, think about the last couple of conversations you've had with some of your close family or friends, and ask the question to yourself: how many times in that conversation, how many times in that time that we spent together, did they ask me about me? Did they ask me how I was feeling or what was going on in my world? And if they did they stop and listen? That's usually a key indicator. So in my book, This Time Next Year, Your Guidebook to Life Freedom, I think it's chapter 6, I actually emphasize the importance of having really good, solid people around you. Choose your friends wisely. Choose who you have in your life wisely. And be very careful not to choose or want or to grab onto people that you think might contribute to you in a way that, like, if you say, oh, I know that person really well because they, you know, they're well known, or they've, you know, they're a lot of people look up to them and what have you, but you may just be an acquaintance, right? Be very careful, you know, like in chapter 6, I talk about the heading is "You Are Not Alone." And I discuss in this chapter the importance of having a really good, tight-knit circle of friends and keeping the number, the ones that are really close to you, the ones that are really valuable, the ones that have got your back, the ones that will be there at 3 a.m. in the morning if you're in dire straits and you need to call somebody. You know, they're the type of people that pick up the phone. They're the ones that you want to have in your life, you know, the ones that cheer you on if something great happens, or wrap you up if something not so good is going on, without wanting anything back at all, unconditionally. You know, people that with what they're doing in their lives, you can look at that and you go, wow, that's really good. That's so inspiring. And talk to them about how they're doing that, and try and, you know, work out ways that you can incorporate those fabulous elements of their lives and actually duplicate that in your own, so that you're happy, so that you're abundant on all levels. And so in chapter 6, I talk about that a lot. One of the things I say in here is, you know, if you're looking for something, or if you need someone's support in your friendship circle, ask, and then ask again. See, one of the things that often stops us from getting anywhere is that if we're at a low point in our lives and we get overwhelmed and we get upset and we get negative in ourselves and we get anxious and sometimes even get depressed, and we shut off and we don't talk to anyone because we don't want anyone to judge us. Well, your close circle of friends will never judge you. If you've chosen wisely, they will never judge you. And they will want you to pick up the phone and call them and tell them what's going on. They may not be able to help, but they may know somebody who can. And that's the really important part. Chapter 6, I go into it all about support in all forms. And I talk about social connectivity and how important that is as well. And, you know, for me, I've got a really tight-knit circle of girlfriends. We're solid. We're rock solid. You know, some of us, we don't speak to each other or connect with each other, you know, on a regular basis. But when we do, it's like nothing has changed. And if any of us ever needed anything, we know we could pick up the phone, or we know we'd get in the car and we would be there. And, you know, I've certainly, you know, found in particular over the last few years, you know, I know you've been following my journey, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this right now. But, you know, over the past few years, there've been so many times when I've been at rock bottom because of the things that have been going on in my personal life, and my tight-knit circle of girlfriends have been right there all the way. I've chosen wisely. I've chosen very wisely. I only have probably about 5 or 6 maximum that are my close-knit girls, but my goodness, are we rock solid. And we're great. We're, you know, and when we're out catching up, boy, do we have fun. So yeah, that's my message for today. Who are you surrounding yourself with in your life right now? And how are you adding value to their lives? And how are they adding value to your lives? Chapter 6 in my latest book, This Time Next Year, Your Guidebook to Life Freedom. Of course, it's available at my website, janiemorris.com, or of course at Amazon. Or if you'd like a signed copy, please just email to info@janiemorris.com, and I'll get you a signed copy straight out. So that's my message for the day, wherever you are in this amazing, beautiful world of ours. I hope you're having an absolutely fabulous day, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Yeah, next time I've got some pearls of wisdom or anything that I just want to share with you that I think you might want to know. Janie Morris, Transforming Now Together.